What's going on, ladies and boys and girls? Welcome back to the Brotherhood Entertainment YouTube channel. I am here to talk about, now, you're going to see just a screen here because I just now figured out just a week ago, that I could record while I'm streaming. And, you know how that goes. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. I'm here to talk about a game that blew me away. In terms of, holy shit, I was not expecting this from this game. Going into it, I was a little apprehensive, I guess you could say, about the story, and this was my first Silent Hill experience. It was her first Silent Hill experience. So, I had heard through the grapevine through the years, this is one of the greatest video games I ever made, and I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, that statement is true. It's probably my second favorite game I played this year. Just because of Ghost of Yotei. If Ghost of Yotei didn't come out this year, then this probably would have been my favorite game that I've played this year. Now, I'm playing currently through Ninja Gaiden 4. That's really fun. You guys will get a review coming up of that soon. I played through Dispatch, which in my opinion is the best indie debut game of the year. That game needs a season 2, and hopefully Aaron Paul said he wants to work on more. Most Critical said he wants to work on more, so hopefully we get a season 2 of Dispatch, because that game was just holy crap. Now, if you want to see our playthrough of these games, like Ninja Gaiden, like Dispatch, like Ghost of Yotei, go over to our Twitch, Brotherhood Entertainment 2 on Twitch, and you will see our playthrough of this as well. Now, let's talk about the gameplay first and foremost. The world building first and foremost. This world is very, very good. It's very, very well thought out and done. From my understanding, it's a one-to-one recreation of the original. Because this, of course, was the remake. Now, I never played the original growing up. I think I might have played it once or twice as a kid. And when I say kid, I'm talking like 5 to 6 years old. So I didn't remember shit coming into this game. And they do a very good job of making it feel eerie and making it feel creepy. Now, I just took a soundbar that we've had in our living room for about 7 years, but then the TV broke because this one fell and broke. So we didn't have anything to do with this, and my dad did have a camera on it, but the camera is no longer setting on it, so I decided to take it and put it in my room and get some use out of it, because it's better for me to use it for our live streams and videos than it just sitting in there collecting dust for no reason. Now, if I would have had this soundbar when I was playing this game, I'd have probably shit my pants more than once. Like, I'm not going to lie. I played a couple scary games here and there. Who?
Me and Loki both struggling to breathe.
I have played scary games in the past like this, but most scary games, they're like slapstick scary, where they'll do a jump scare, or it'll be something corny to where it will scare the shit out of you, but you forget about it in 5 minutes. This game fucks with you psychologically. Like, I'm talking like you will have to second guess yourself if that's something you just heard in your head or if it's something you actually heard. So the world building in this game is fantastic. The main character in James Sutherland is one of the best written main characters in any video game I've played. The twist that I will get to into a second, but I will give you guys like a half second. I will put in spoiler coming up. So here's the thing with that. Let's talk about the gameplay and the combat. This is some of the worst combat I have ever had in a video game. It feels clunky to me.
I don't know if they did that.
The camera work is very clunky at times. The lock-on system is clunky at times. Not to say that I didn't enjoy the combat, because I did. You get a shotgun, a rifle, a lead pipe, fucking 2x4, and 90% of my playthrough I didn't use my guns at all. I used the lead pipe. And that's crazy. 90% of our playthrough, my most used weapon in this whole playthrough at the end of the game, said it was a lead pipe. Um, so that to me is crazy that you have these guns in this. And my opinion, sorry about the dogs. Sorry about the dogs, guys. That's Loki. He's getting taken out, and I gotta take the thing out after I get this video recorded. And he might freak out, so just ignore it. With that being said, the lead pipe being the most useful weapon in the game to me is kind of shit. Not gonna lie, because they give you this rifle, they give you a pistol, they give you a shotgun, and the most useful gun in the entire game is a fucking lead pipe. Think about that for a second. Now, let's talk about the resources in this game, such as heals and ammo. I played on casual just because I wanted to experience this game's story for the first time and not sweat my absolute balls off. The amount of resources that you are given in this game on casual is dog shit. Half of my playthrough, I was running around looking for heals. Half of my playthrough, I was one shot from being dead, and I would get to a save point and save, and then I would just die and come back. The amount of resources that they give you, the heals, the syringes, they don't give you enough of them. There is like 2 sets of heals in the game, 4 different sets of ammo if I'm not mistaken, but they do not give you enough of that to warrant it being useful. It's just not. It fucking sucks. The resources. Let's talk about the boss fights. Every boss fight in this game is so much fun. So much fun. Memorable boss fights. The Abstract Daddy boss fight took me a minute to figure out, but I got it. Figured it out. The boss fights are fantastic in this game. Just every boss fight is memorable, to say the least. The characters in this game are very memorable. The soundtrack in this game, top notch. The boss fights weren't difficult, really. You just had to run around and hit them with a lead pipe, if I'm being honest. The most difficult one, for me at least, was the Abstract Daddy. Because it took me a while to figure out, I just gotta hit this motherfucker with a lead pipe, and that solves that problem. So, once you figure that out, it's no problem. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a second, because we're getting ready to go into spoilers. So I'm gonna say, spoilers are coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click off now if you don't want to be spoiled. This game's story, holy shit. Like, it made me cry. I've only cried a handful of times about video games and over video games in the course of my life. Only a very small, significant amount of times. This game had me at the end bawling. There is, of course, several endings. We got the water ending, which sees Ethan, or what do I keep calling him Ethan? James Sutherland, your main character that you go through the game with, you see it, and you're terrified, right? And so, when you're terrified, you're like, what the hell did I just watch? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell did I just see, and what did I watch? When you see the fact that this whole story, you're following this James Sutherland character who you instantly care about, who you instantly connect with, due to his struggles with just wanting to find his missing wife. When the reveal comes that he is the one that smothers his wife in her sleep, and this whole game was him dealing with the process of grief and what he did, that is one of the most unpredictable, most satisfying twists I have ever experienced in gaming. And I've been playing games for well over 15 years. I've been playing games since I was 5 years old. Younger, actually, and I'm 22 now. That to me was one of the best twists that I've ever seen. It left me feeling pissed off. It left me feeling. Thank you. It left me feeling angry because here he is, connected with this motherfucker, and he's an asshole. Like that's the way I thought about it because you spend this whole game caring about this motherfucker, right? You care about these characters.
Then you found out what he fucking did.
You build an emotional attachment. You see these characters. You feel for these characters, and then come to find out the main character that you have been playing for 24 hours is what it took me in game time to beat this game. Like 24 hours all into the game. I spent 24 hours with this motherfucker. Dodging paraplegics, dodging transvestites, everything possible. And then just to come to find out that he's the villain of the whole thing. No, he wasn't like the main boss fight or anything. That was the Mary clone, Maria. That was fantastic. But when you find out that this whole time, this whole story was him dealing with his grief, man, let me tell y'all something. Man, y'all. I was so taken back. If you want to see our reaction to it, it's over on my TikTok. I was like, oh my freaking Jesus. What did I just spend my time going through? It made me feel like, man, I care about this motherfucker, and here he is the whole time. He's the one that killed her. Like, the whole game, the story follows Ethan, and he goes back to Silent Hill because he finds a note or a letter with his wife's name on it. In the letter, it says that she's waiting in Silent Hill for him, and then at the end of the game, you find out that this whole fucking game that we've spent 24 hours or more, depending on how long you take, you spent that time playing as the guy that killed her. And the whole game's him dealing with his fucking grief. That to me was awesome, and it's something that we don't really see in games. It's something that nobody sees. If I'm looking over here a lot, it's because I'm looking at my screen, not at you guys. I need to get better at that. But this game was brilliant. I do have my critiques with it, like the combat's clunky. The amount of resources that they don't give you is terrible. The fact that a lead pipe is your most useful weapon, terrible. But everything involving the story and characters, I loved. So I'm going to bring this to a close. I covered everything I wanted to cover. So I'm going to bring this to a close. If you guys want to see more reviews, don't forget to stay right here, because this is where we do our gaming reviews. It's on this channel. And I'm here to make an announcement. WWE 2K Universe will start a brand new refresh, ladies and gentlemen. Starting today at 4 p.m. Eastern will be the first episode back into Universe mode. I have a lot of things started back up, so it's going to take me a minute to get everything figured out. I got some people that I'm going to bring in to help me from the Main Event Mafia podcast. If you don't know, I do a podcast every Monday. It goes up at 12 p.m. Go follow that YouTube channel as well. We talk about wrestling and just our love for wrestling. I got my two co-hosts going to help me out with that. And I'm going to start doing creative meetings and write down ideas. And, it's just going to be a great time. And I can't wait to bring you guys I said 4 p.m. today, but we'll try to get it up. We'll try to get that first, United States Championship up for grabs. Everything's going to be vacant. That first episode, your world champions will be crowned, and you're going to see who the world champions are going into Universe mode. And on SmackDown, you will see United States Champion, WWE Champion. We are not using the gold fucking background fucking thing. We will be using the Winged Eagle Championship. So just stay tuned for that coming up on this channel. And stay tuned for more gaming reviews as those are coming. The next one we're going to do is probably Dispatch and then Ninja Gaiden 4. Because that's the order that I played the games in. If you guys want to watch my Ninja Gaiden 4 playthrough, as it's currently happening, we're on part 5 we'll go out today. As soon as I get done taking my dog out and this gets rendered and shit, go over to our Twitch. Twitch.tv/Brotherhood Entertainment 2. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Anything you want to add to the review that I didn't cover?
Don't expect the combat to be good.
No.
Don't expect it to be good. Just focus on the story and stuff.
Oh, the puzzles! I forgot to cover the puzzles.
Yeah.
These puzzles, some of them are great, some of them are time consuming. I'm not gonna lie, I looked up a guide for most of them because I was stuck on them for 2 hours.
If you're not the kind of person...
One of these puzzles is fucking stupid.
If you're not the kind of person that likes puzzles or word searches, shit like that, you might not want to play this game.
Yeah, you might not want to. But there is a puzzle in there that is absolutely fucking stupid. And when y'all get to it in the... I'm not going to say it here, but it involves a pool, a needle, and a fucking... one of those, what do you call them? Plug things that they use for the IV bags. It's one of the dumbest puzzles in gaming I've ever fucking seen. Stupid. Logically makes no sense.
Oh.
So...
something I never do.
I don't know. But we'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to get this and upload and start playing Ninja Gaiden. Then I got to take my dog out here in just a little bit. And, well, what do you drink?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
My throat's cleaning. And it'll have tea.
You use the rest of the milk?
No.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. See you guys on the next review.